And since the snow started this morning at about 6:15 to 6:30, it has not let up at all. It is coming down pretty steadily here in Springfield. You can see that the visibility has been reduced. I've seen countless spinouts and
this is probably welcome news for some areas because this is a part of the state. Dee Dee looks a little tired out there, doesn't she? Well, the rain continues to overspread the area. We'll be checking with Dee Dee here in just a second.
Well, you saw it here live just about a half hour ago. Hundreds of people descending on the Hermosa Beach to begin a unique Ironman competition.
Yes, it includes running, paddling, and drinking beer. Wendy Birch in the middle of the action. Good morning.
Yeah. I once had a dream like this, that I was in the middle of a mosh pit with a lot of people who were drinking.
Where's your beer?
Hi, how are you?
Need a beer.
No. Come on over here, my friend. How are you? It's getting ugly. This is the true test of the endurance. Now let's just recap. You guys ran a mile on the beach. You paddled a mile in the ocean. And now what are you doing?
Chugging a six-pack of beer.
Chugging a six-pack of beer. I feel that you are very well. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, no. It's getting ugly. This is my friend Sarah. Sarah was trying to finish her six-pack.
Welcome to the Ironman.
It looks like you've been training for this for some time.
I've been doing this for about 25 years.
No!
Time to pack up, Wendy, I think.
It's a locker room celebration, ladies and gentlemen.
Time to bring her out.
Okay. I guess we saw everything in that live shot.
Twice.
Yeah.
We saw it twice.
We're not going
Okay.
back.
All right.
And we
First of
suggested,
all,
when do you get out of there
Wendy, bless you.
First.
I met your first and last name.
Also on Chef was Constance Landry. She says she's lived here her entire life, almost 80 years, been through just about everything.
80 years old?
Well, just about. I'm sorry, Miss Constance. 76 to be exact.
No, 75.
75. Are you coming back to New Orleans and New Orleans East?
Is the elephant heavy? I'm coming back, baby.
In the house, I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
Well, the sign says that it's 4 quarters for an hour, but a quarter only gets you 15 minutes. Yeah. So if my math is correct, that's not an hour.
That's not an hour.
Not an
but
hour.
It is. And also, a quarter, 15 minutes.
I told him I was going to kill him all that with a gun if he didn't get out of my house. When I pulled the gun out on him, I guess he didn't think it was a real gun because he didn't worry about it. He just kept on walking. When he was coming downstairs and told me he was going to kill me and F you, all that, I shot through a hamper that he was carrying, and it was a full metal jacket bullet. I went straight to the bag and hit him in his leg. And he started crying like a little baby.
Well, I just had got done feeding my chickens, watering them and stuff, and I walked back to my house there to get my phone so I could play a video game on it. And all of a sudden, I heard a big boom. I looked back out my door and the electric pole fell and the lines were falling. And the geotackler was sideways into the fence. And there's a guy come out screaming and squalling. And running around about like a chicken with his head cut off. But I told him he needed to get out of that water. But say I didn't know he was getting eat up by bees. I thought he was just high. That girl in that little bikini, she had a little red dot over her.
Think they learned their lesson?
I'd say by today they are. If they feel like my leg feels, I'd say they're learning.
Flossie, you say you're a little tired this morning. Is that right?
I am tired.
She is very tired. That's actually, I heard, your favorite activity to do at the center here is to take a little nap.
Take a nap many times as I can.
You sound like a very busy lady. Yes. Later today, Flossie's family is going to be coming out here to throw you a big birthday party. Are you excited for your party?
Not one bit.
What would you would rather be taking a nap, huh? Oh my goodness. Flossie, the people on TV want to know what the secret is to being able to live so long.
I don't know. I don't fight it. I live it.
She doesn't fight it, she lives it. Any secret food or anything we can all be eating every day to stay alive as long as you?
It's really quite funny. I was in bed sleeping at 2 o'clock this morning. My wife comes in and says, "Oh, the shop's been, someone ran into the shop." And I said, "Oh, what?" So I jumped out of bed and all I had was my undies on, and I've walked out the front and I've seen the car smashed, and I've seen the bloke walking back to the car. Oh, well, I tried stopping him and say, "Hey, mate, don't be taking off, you've just crashed into the shop." Oh, and he goes, "Oh, mate, I fell asleep behind the wheel." And I'm like, "Yeah, righto, mate. Well, you still don't be fleeing the scene." And he goes, "Don't be a hero, mate." I wasn't trying to be a bloody hero. I wasn't trying to be a hero. I was just chasing him down the street, and he was supposed to stop. And he just decided he'd scoot up the road, and I just said, "Nah, it's not going on like that, mate."
You ran down the street in your jocks?
Yeah, in me undies, yeah, correct. Chased him down the street in me undies, and then he started getting too far, and I'm like, "Oh, well, I better catch up to him quicker," and come back home and got my car. And started chasing him up the street in my little purple car. And then he went down a side street, and then the police were coming, and I flashed them and sent them off in the direction of him.
Well, there you go, a possible career in law enforcement for you, Daniel.
Oh, yeah, well, it's a head start, isn't it? But, mate, all I had was me jocks on. I was chasing him up the street, and I'm just like, "Mate,
Because you told me that this is your mate's shop, and you didn't want him to get away.
Yeah, no, well, me mate's mum's had this shop for 40 odd years, and look at it. Look at it.
Now, I'm not going to ask you if you've committed any crimes, but are you expecting a reward for your amazing neighbourhood watch work here this morning?
Yeah, handshake from me mate, and I got it this morning.
Oh, wouldn't you like to live next door to Daniel?
Positive today. Yeah, thanks a lot.
And Daniel has just become the local neighbourhood hero here.
Oh, sign that
Thanks
man
a lot,
up.
guys. Thanks a lot.
Fucking Neighbourhood Watch. That guy needs his own show. Doesn't he? That's what I mean.
Fantastic.
Sign him up. That's one of your best interviews ever, Michelle.
Show back in Sydney.
Yeah.
Would you like your own show?
Oh, if I'm going to be with Koshy, I will.
There you go, Koshy. And you sign.
You know, all good superheroes wear their jocks on the outside, so it kind of fits the brief, pardon the pun.
Yeah, but I had nothing on bar me jocks.
Yeah, Lisa.
Well, you missed that bit of the uniform, but that's okay. You're a hero in our eyes.
Wow.
Well done, Daniel.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot, guys.
Goes to show what you can achieve in your underwear.
I thought perhaps the end of days was upon us, but it turned out it was just a disoriented old lady in a champagne-colored Toyota Avalon, crashing into my world like DMB circa 1996. Who's got their claws in you, my friend? Into your heart I'll beat again.
Just before 2 p.m., an elderly woman drove into the side of the restaurant while trying to park her car.
I turned around. A little old lady had stepped on the gas instead of the brake and ran into the restaurant.
She hit 3 people who were sitting down and eating inside. They were thrown 8 to 10 feet.
I saw their bodies tossed skyward, like ragdolls thrown into the air by the late great Andre the Giant. I don't know. They appeared to be weightless, hitting zero-G like the fearless crew of a forgotten Apollo mission, whose only objective was to obtain a beef and cheddar classic and return home to Kathleen Quinlan safe before sundown. I don't know. Part of me wishes I'd been hit by that car instead, so I could have gotten out of work early and gone far, far away from shift manager Masha's judging emerald eyes. No, I didn't wash my shirt in between shifts, Masha. So what if I smell like roast beef? This whole place smells like roast beef.
The fire department transported all 3 to the hospital and tell us that the man and 2 women who are in their 30s and 40s appear to have non-life-threatening injuries. As for the woman driving the car,
a look of elderly bloodlust spread across her wrinkled face, and it made me dare to think perhaps this was no accident. Perchance she was compelled to steer her beige battering ram into the house that beef built, driven not by force of this earth, but of an earth below, an earth that mirrors ours in almost every way, except the reflections are so much darker that many miles down. Some know the reflected realm to be the netherworld. Others know it as the abyss. I know it as the shadow zone. A world where the blackness of our sin stares back at us and merely laughs. Ha 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 ha. A world where God's law governs no man. A world where there is no literal or figurative Mr. Belvedere given any authority to teach us right from wrong. A world where we are loosed and given leathery wings charred like brisket to soar high above the judgment of the well-pressed, dry-clean, shift-managing elite. A world where I am elevated to my true pagan animal form and I take flight, known only as the winged demon, Dead Dreadmore. And I fly high above the puritanical regime, anointed by the oil of our beast lord, singing, I'm the king of the castle, and you're the dirty rascal. Crash into me, crash into me. I don't know. Arby's is pretty cool.
Alerting them and other drivers to the danger.
I thought perhaps a gateway to the other side had finally crinkled and cracked, opening up a putrid passageway in the middle of Chain Street to Beelzebub's bungalow many, many miles down. I don't know. As I stared into the darkened void, imagining the hordes of devils soon to spring forth, I couldn't help but ponder. How deep does that hole go?
Neighbors say crews were out here last Friday to patch the roadway. Then this happened sometime today.
You can also see all that water gushing out of there, and I don't know how deep it is, but somebody could have been seriously hurt.
Within an hour of alerting Detroit Water and Sewage Department to the caving roadway, crews arrived to begin repairs.
For on this hallowed day, sweet, sweet Mama Earth opened up her gaping and gaseous orifice to finally allow the darkened one to claw his way out of the shadow zone and into our luminescent heaviside lair, like Kruger into the Thompson's tub, and my consciousness is Nancy's open thighs. I don't know. I can only hope my vexed savior ascends, and that my servitude to the one true maestro of mayhem can finally be proclaimed. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me.
Pastor Barry, a man of God, believes it's a miracle he and others didn't get hurt.
God is good. I can't believe that either. And I mean, we just missed it. That was truly scary.
Through the holographic plane of existence that flickers and fades, like an Alf rerun watched at 3 o'clock in the morning whilst your sleeping stepdad slumbers and snores, I now see this world as evanescent as I lock eyes with the legion of the underworld who will stand shoulder to shoulder with me and see me as more than Mark who works at Arby's, see me as the true soldier of Samhain that I really am, and together we will chant into the brightened fray, stepdads be damned and naysayers be gone, for I am the Prince of Purgatoria. I am the infernal firstborn son of Lucifer. I am Gordon Shumway the rogue, last son of Melmac, and the luckies of this world didn't even stand a chance. I don't know. Holes are pretty cool.
Here's an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Where are your parents? Gets sketchy. Back to you guys.
You got to look out for feral children this time.
Feral.
They come out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the weather boy.
What's going on? Yeah, I don't, that was a little uncalled for, but, you know, you're supposed to respect your elders.